Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Give honors to the elder apostles and GMS and who rules well. And you Akim that's out here preaching this truth from the four corners of the earth and in sincerity. And you sisters that's listening and learning, being blessed, whatever Yahweh Shai may find your hands to do. Real quick, man, I just watched a video. I really watched it last week, but not last week. I think 2 days ago. It's already got 1 million hits. I'm sorry, not 1 million, but 1,000 hits. And this is
We've moved so far away from the Constitution that in many ways we don't even recognize.
And this is concerning China, flying those planes over, making threats, man, towards Taiwan. Okay, and these are just the prophecy being fulfilled again, man. Okay, I'm gonna start off with Matthew's. Matthew's 24:6. It's like it. Matthew's 24:6. It says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Okay, the end is not yet. And the wars and rumors of wars, man, has been since the establishment of America. Okay, because he founded this place off blood, you know what I'm saying? So the thing is, when you rule, I don't know if some of you brothers probably remember the movie A Bronx Tale with it was actually Robert De Niro's life story, and Sonny was sitting there with C. Calogero, well, I think that's his name, and he was sitting there with him. He said, "Is it better to be loved or feared?" And he said he'd rather be feared. He asked him what would he rather be loved or feared. He said it's good to be both, but he'd rather to be feared. Okay, fear. If you rule with fear, then you have to always you have to continuously make your the people that fear you, you got to keep them in fear. You got to keep making them fear you. All right, that's one of the reasons why people are not fearing Yahweh Shai. You know, the scripture says, if I be their Lord, where is my fear? You know, people don't fear the Most High no more. Because why? Because they just another American philosophy, out of sight, out of mind. You know, but Yahweh Shai to the spiritual eye is in presence all the time. You know, we see him through the chariots. I was driving from Gary yesterday, man, and bro, I ran through a storm, and that's not even tornado season, but the rain was coming down. You ever was driving and the rain's coming down so much where you actually blinded, you couldn't see nothing. It was like that, and I felt the wind and it was no little debris blowing across the road, but it was so heavy, man. I felt the car rocking, all of that. It was scary, man. I prayed until I was able to see again. The police had rolled by me, shit. I was kind of like, oh shit, and I jumped behind him because he had his lights going. So I rolled behind him until things got better, man, because it was hectic. I was like, shit, I couldn't see the road, man. It was raining so hard and the wind was blowing. But anyway, yeah, man. So fear has to be stubbornly reestablished. All right, so people are not fearing America no more, man, because the scripture says what? Let the weak say that I'm strong. Okay, because the weak nations have nuclear capabilities now, man. And if they don't have nuclear capabilities, they have allies with other nations that have it. So matter of fact, Taiwan, for prime example, Taiwan don't have nuclear capability, but America does. America is the ally of Taiwan. Okay, so that's why China is shooting these threats, man, and like, hey, we want to make you back. We want to make Taiwan back a part of China. Which has been a feud for them for many years now. Okay, I'm gonna play a little bit of this clip, and I'm gonna get back to the scriptures.
Joe Biden said he had spoken to Chinese President Xi Jinping about Taiwan and they agreed to abide by the Taiwan Agreement as tensions continue to ratchet up between Taipei and Beijing. I've spoken with Xi about Taiwan. We agree, we'll abide by the Taiwan Agreement, Biden said to reporters at the White House on Tuesday. However, that call took place on September 9th, and it's not clear what agreement he was referring to. It may have been a nod to Washington's long-standing policy under which the U.S. officially recognizes Beijing rather than Taipei, and the Taiwan Relations Act, which makes clear that the U.S. decision to establish diplomatic ties with Beijing instead of Taiwan rests upon the expectation that the future of Taiwan will be determined by peaceful means. Taiwanese President Tsai Ing-wen on Tuesday vowed to do whatever it takes to guard Taiwan against invasion, as she indicated that without help from the country's allies, authoritarianism has the upper hand over democracy.
And see, without help from America, China has power to overthrow that little country, man. But what so this is drawing America into this war, all right, and it's really by Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and the reason I read that Matthews is because this is just rumors of wars, man, because we know the end all be all. Okay, with that said, let me get that. This is a Joel. It's Joel 3, and I'm going to start at 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, and I will, slacky, I didn't mean to read that. This is Joel 3 and 2. He said, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down unto the valley of Jehoshaphat, all right, and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my lands. Right, because the Lord end all be all is the Lord is going to bring them down to Jehoshaphat, which is Yahweh Shaphat, all right, which means judge. There he's a judge, all right, and he's going to judge the other nations at that spot, man. That's over in the Middle East, so-called Middle East, okay, Iran, Iraq area, okay, and he's going to bring all nations there, and that's where the battle is going to go down, man. So these things, these skirmishes that you see like in South China Seas and all of that, skirmishes for power, those are just, again, rumors of wars, even though something can happen, some can break out. But the end all be all is going to come back down to this because it's scripture, it's prophecy, man. Okay. Let me get Yeah, okay, yeah, this is Joel 2 and 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord is come. Day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. What is that? That's the thermonuclear missiles, man. Okay, so and this war here, They testing. They got planes and they showing ships and stuff like that. Man, this next world's war is not gonna be about no land battle. They gonna be shooting them missiles, man. What the scripture say? The glittering spears, man. It ain't gonna be about no, China has parades every so many months showing their military might. Man, the day for spending all the monies on them planes and tanks and all of that, that's frivolous, man. Because whoever, a matter of fact, I think a speech last week, one of them said that if they didn't back down, if one of them didn't back down, it was going to be catastrophic, catastrophic. What do you say? Catastrophic recompense, man. If they didn't, hold on, let me get that. Let me see if this is it.
That building you're trying to buy, you should 10x it. 10x it? 10x is the world's largest online commercial real estate exchange.
Joseph Wu is the Foreign Minister of Taiwan. Minister Wu, thank you so much for giving us your time. It's much appreciated.
It's my pleasure.
Do you feel threatened by mainland China right now?
Yes. The answer is rather simple. If you look at the Chinese military activities around Taiwan, it is a threat, and it's very threatening. Just give you some examples. On September 23rd, just a few days ago, the Chinese sent 24 military aircrafts through Huaxi Channel, the southern part of Taiwan, to simulate attacks on our bases on the east and.
See, to simulate attacks, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just threats, because they know they can overtake that little country. But like I said, let me get to the part where he says it's going to be catastrophic.
South Sea side. And they not only do that on September 23rd, they've done that before. And other than the overt military threat, they have also done the infiltrations, set up their cronies inside Taiwan. They do a lot of disinformation campaign. They also do hybrid warfare. And on many other fronts, they also try to block Taiwan's participation in international activities or international organizations. They try to prevent Taiwan from having better relations with other countries. So if you look at the relations between Taiwan and China, China has been threatening Taiwan, and the threat seems to be more serious than before.
But threats and intimidation are one thing. Do you believe that Xi Jinping would actually act on those threats?
That is something that we have been watching very carefully. In real life world, there's not a black and white situation, but we are very concerned that China is going to launch a war against Taiwan.
It is a black and white situation.
At some point, even though the threat may not be imminent at this point, but there might be some conditions that China may use force against Taiwan. For instance, if their internal situation is getting more serious than before, and in the very classical way of understanding about the authoritarianism, they might launch a crisis externally in order to divert domestic attention. So in the recent power ration or power outages in China, that is something that we have been observing very carefully, because we are concerned if the domestic discontent or economic slowdown is getting very serious, Taiwan might become a target of this authoritarianism to divert its domestic attention.
Here's the other thing that could precipitate just such an attack, and that would be if Taiwan made any formal moves towards independence. Would you rule that out right now, or is that something that could still happen in the future?
I will explain to you in a very frank way. Taiwan is a democracy, and therefore, Taiwan's government need to observe and follow the majority view. And the majority view here in Taiwan very consistently throughout the public opinion surveys. The people here want to maintain the status quo. And that is our commitment ever since we took power. And therefore, we want to be committed to the status quo.
But, Minister, that's been shifting. Yes, the numbers are in favour of the status quo right now, but amongst you.
Well, you guys can watch it. I don't really think that's the clip, but anyway, yeah, man, those are just threats, and like I said, it may something may transpire, but who knows. But like I said, the end all be all is the Lord is gonna bring them to the land of Jehoshaphat, his where he's gonna judge them. Okay, this is Isaiah 13. Okay, this is Isaiah 13:4. He said, "The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustereth the host of the battle." Right. So even if it starts in China, or if it starts wherever it starts, it's gonna end up being in the land of Jehoshaphat, where the Lord said it's going to end, because that's where he's going to draw all nations. Okay, so these are just little threats and all. These are just little skirmishes that's going to come out, just like I read in Matthew's, man, wars and rumors of wars. All right, verse 5, it says, "They come from a far country, from the ends of heaven, even the Lord and his weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land." Right, and this is the Lord. When the Lord, this is the end all. This is after they shoot the missiles. Then the Lord is gonna come and finish off everything. All right, with his angels, and he's gonna. The Lord is gonna when the Yahweh Shai and the angels come back. That's it, man. America's already is going to be destroyed. The Lord is going to come back, and we're going to go to all those other nations, those other lands. Because Israel, because most of all them other nations are going to actually shoot missiles here in America. All right. Let me. Okay, that they would come from a far country, so even from the ends of the heaven, even the Lord and the weapons of his indignations, to destroy the whole land. Howl ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. And they shall be afraid, pains and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall bring they shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames, right? Because them missiles, man, is going, hey, bro, when them missiles hit, start, even when they're in the sky, people are going to be, because they're not going to really believe that this is happening, man. All right? Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. And so the Lord is, like I said, when the missiles come, man, and the missiles is the Lord's indignation. That's his anger. Okay? And when he comes with his angels, when his mighty angels, man, people are going to, it's going to be, I can't even imagine it. Because like I said, even the men of the Lord are going to be in fear, man. We're going to be in fear, man, but the Lord going to comfort us with his spirit, man. That's why we trust and believe and call upon his name so much, man. That's why we go out and do the work. All right, because we want to be exempt in that day, man. We want to have that thawah, man. We want to be marked with his mark, man. Okay. All right, I'm on my way to work, man. I just want to say something on this video, on this little skirmish, man. Because people are like, oh my God, we about to go to China. We gonna have to go to war with China and this and that. No, man, America's got bigger fish. They got bigger things to worry about, man. That little bullshit with China is nothing, because they didn't already cross the line, man. With putting the children of the Lord in captivity, man. Which was the Lord that had us to go in captivity, which really was just prophecy, So they got bigger fish to fry, man, because they didn't cross the line with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, man. You know, and they think they gonna war with him. That's what they got those space programs for. You know, this is why he's taking his little trips and stuff, and that stuff is for the elite, man. You know, ain't nobody gonna be trying to save up no money to go travel out of orbit. You know, I mean, this man is mad, man, crazy out of his damn tree, man. All right. All right, with that, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kadash, double honors to the elder apostles, GMS. Peace and blessings to Yakin, preaching his word from the four corners of the earth, which can lives to do so. And peace and blessings to you, Aquath, that's listening and learning and being blessed, whatever Yahweh may find your hands to do. Shalom.